Mom, hope we bought everything as per the list. Yes, dear, today there was not much crowd in all the shops. So, it was easy for us to collect the things. Mom, while you were purchasing the things, I attended online class. Some of terms, now I would like to learn practically. Why not? That is good. I am clear about distance and displacement. Because it was learned practically. Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity per time. Learning by doing is the effective way to learn the things. We took our vehicle from the parking. Here the initial velocity was 0, but final velocity was 40 km/h. Good. Shall I start the vehicle? You can drive now. Okay, Mom. Like velocity, acceleration is also have two types. Uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. Now you are driving. Could you identify this activity as which type of acceleration? Mom, I have no doubt in it. It is non-uniform acceleration, because I am driving our car with different speed by unequal amounts in equal intervals of time. Then the example for uniform acceleration is the free falling of objects from certain heights. Your teacher also have explained the graphical representation of distance versus time and velocity versus time. Of course. From distance versus time graph, velocity can be calculated. From velocity versus graph, acceleration can be calculated. We reached our home. Park the vehicle carefully. Today's shopping was so informative and educative. I have learned some terms practically. Mom has given some homework to solve problems based on acceleration. Okay, dear, take bath, then go ahead. Let me get down first, then you park.
Dear ones, in today's session we can see a new term that is called acceleration. It is denoted by letter A. What is acceleration? It is defined as the change in the velocity of an object per unit time. If the object moves with uniform speed, here the change in velocity will be 0 as per the formula. For example, if v is 10, u is also 10 means acceleration. That means change in velocity will be 0. So here v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, t is time taken. But for in the case of non-uniform motion, the velocity will be changed as per the time. So here change in velocity will not be 0. Okay, what about the unit of acceleration? The unit for speed or velocity is meter per second. So here in the numerator velocity is there, so its unit is meter per second. And again in denominator time is there, so its unit is second. So the unit is meter per second squared for acceleration. Dear ones, if the object moves with uniform speed, the slope will be like this if we draw a graph between distance and time. Look at this picture. In uniform motion, the car covers the equal distance in equal interval of time. So the first graph is like this. Suppose for in the case of non-uniform motion, for example, if you are driving a car, it starts from stationary. Here, the initial velocity will be 0. But after reaching 1 kilometer, maybe you could have covered the distance 10 with a different time. And in another kilometer, you can go different distance with a different amount of time. The graph will be like this. If we draw a graph for distance and time for uniform and non-uniform motion, already we have seen for uniform motion it will be slope and for non-uniform it will be in the form of curve. So from distance and time graph we can calculate the velocity by using graphical method. And also if we draw a graph for velocity and time, we can calculate acceleration because acceleration is defined as the change in velocity. Look at the second one here. This is an example for uniform acceleration. Okay, Here you can see three different types of curve. First one, it is in the form of the curve. Here the acceleration is not uniform. That means the object is not moving with the constant speed. For the second one, with constant speed, that means uniform speed, it is moving. So it is in the form of slope. Now look at the third one. Here, that means there is no change in velocity. The graph will be like this in the form of the straight line. Okay, dear ones, today you have seen what is acceleration and the graph for distance and time. Dear students, now we can solve a problem. I am reading the problem. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration of the bus. So first you have to write given data. So what are the data given in the problem? Time is given, it is 5 seconds. Since it is in second, we have to convert into hour. So 5 divided by 3600. You know 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600. Then I have divided 5 by 3600. Then you are getting 1 by 720 hours. Then initial velocity is 80 km per hour. That is u. Then v is 60 km per hour because the bus is decreasing its speed from 80 km to 60 km. So u is 80 km per hour, v is 60 km per hour. U is initial speed, v is final speed. So now the formula is A is equal to v minus u by t. I substituted the value of v, u and t in the formula. So 60 minus 80 is minus 20. In denominator 1 by 720 is the next step. The 720 will come to the numerator. 14,400 km per hour. The unit for acceleration is kilometer per hour square or meter per second square.